relationship between the implementation of the monetary policy and the global financial market, strong global financial market. You know, in recent times, there are some problems you can find. And what is the problem actually? You know, the Japanese interest rate has increased and for a long time low, and they are about at 0% interest rate, and that has an impact on the financial market, and some Asian markets got the shock by the increase in the interest rate of the Japanese central bank. So the main understanding of this lecture is that some monetary instrument, you know, when there is a inflation in an economy, and that inflation is much more harmful for the business and for the costing, and as a result the inflation should be controlled, and it is an essential thing. So central bank of any country try to control the inflation or mitigate the inflation by using the monetary instrument, and that is the interest rate. So if there is an increase in the interest rate, then you know the investment will reduce, and aggregate demand, there is a downward fall in the aggregate demand, and the capacity of the increase in the wages from the end of the wage earners is low. So as a result, the inflation decreases. So if there is a slow decrease in inflation, then you can find that the instrument of the monetary policy of any central bank is in work. Okay. So if the monetary policy or monetary instrument is effective when there is a strong global financial market, this question actually arises in recent times. So what is the matter? Look, in recent times, America is facing recession, and there is a sham indicator, and that indicator is nothing but the 3 months moving average of unemployment rate. That should be 0.5, and it is higher than the 12-month moving average. So if the sham indicator supports there is a recession, so this recession has some expectation. If you know, how can you understand the recession? The recession is coming. So there is a very few things, you know, and you can understand it by the GDP, by the consecutive 2 quarters GDP fall, and also the sham indicator. But you know, the sham indicator is is a correlation here. There is a correlation, and you know the correlation is not a certain thing. It's not a certain thing. There is a potentiality in the economy, global economy, that there may be a recession, but expectation of recession is very, very harmful. In what sense? Look, in the Japanese economy, as the economy was slowing down, so there is a low interest rate that is near about 0%, and the foreigners borrow the money from the Japanese market and invest that money in other emerging economy for getting more returns. Okay, so this actually a carry trade. This is nothing but the carry trade, because capital investment, it is actually subsidized the capital investment in case of Japan. So this is the internal or the domestic policy of the Japan. But if there is a strong global financial system, then this increase in the interest rate, what has happened recently, impact on the other economy through the global financial market. So the implementation of the monetary policy in an economy is affected by the global financial system, and it is very difficult to implement the monetary policy if there is a strong global financial system. You know, in 2008, what happened? This is not the first time, you know, in the global system that the financial market has an opposite role in at the time of implementation of the monetary policy. So what happened in the 2008? At the time, there was an increase in the interest rate in USA, and the money actually going out from Indian economy to be invested in the USA. So the exchange rate depreciate from the Indian point of view, and as a result, the external account suffered at the time. So the monetary policy, the implementation of monetary policy in USA affected the Indian economy. And you know, if there is a depreciation of the currency, and so it has a impact on the inflation, and in the same way, and it will, you know, it will increase the inflation. So in this way, the financial strong financial system, under the strong financial system, the implementation of the monetary policy is very difficult. It's very difficult, you know. So as happened in the Japanese economy, you know, that the money is there is a cost of borrowing money, and so the selling pressure of the financial assets in other economy is there, and as a result, the other economy is affected. Other economies are affected due to the due to the Japanese domestic internal policy, and this is because of the strong financial system. And as far as there is a speed of the speed of selling and buying the financial assets, and there is a ease in the national border, and it is very difficult at the time for implementing the monetary policy, the instrument of monetary policy, And here is the one quote I can mention, and as Professor Keynes said, that if the capital development is the byproduct of the casino, then it is very difficult for implementing the monetary instrument to combat the inflation. So in this lecture, I try to spread some light on the global financial system, as well as in the monetary policy, the effectiveness of monetary policy. And one thing I should mention is that here the expectations of the investor is much more important to know, because the speed at which the investor expected that there is a recession, that is just seeing the one quarter fall in the employment rate, that is a rise in the unemployment rate. So they are expecting the recession is coming, and they are acting on that basis of the expectations. But this expectation is much faster than the monetary policy instrument policy, than the monetary policy makers, because their understanding is much more slow than the expectations of the investors. Here is the point. So in this lecture, I try to understand the global financial system and the implementations of the monetary policy to combat the inflation in the recent global economic scenario.